Yes, so much tension. Join us again to resolve this glorious cliffhanger to see if William will die or if we're gonna flush another one of Jackalor's characters.
Just one more down the drain.
Currently, Bacon is leading with 3 losses, but Jackalor is determined to even out that lead.
Shut up already.
I'm gonna die tonight too, so.
So much tension. Oh god, my neck. Like, seriously. Oh god, no.
Wait,
No,
does that mean...
No, seriously. I have so much tension right now. My every single nerve in my body is a wreck.
Are you like 50?
No, he actually made a pretty cool character with pretty cool concept and backstory, trying a different thing, and now he's worried he's actually gonna die. He's just, please gods, no! As opposed to with Seraph, how he was like, yeah, bitch, kill me, please.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shall I scratch another line onto my wall, or will I go home hungry tonight? Will Alice be the only meal for this session, or will I be able to claim another life?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The dark god of this world and Gehenna demands souls! Feed me!
I need to go in the shower and relax.
Did the prince botch?
No, he failed.
He hasn't watched anything yet.
He failed. The main problem is frenzies usually end when you've done something, at least. And he hasn't done anything violent yet, so...
Yay.
The beast will not be satisfied until something occurs where blood spills.
So,
What if,
right now, like, give me the... how's the situation right now, Chris? How does it look?
You're fucked. But the people have heard the gunshots. There's an attack on the mansion. I will let you, all those interested, roll 1d10 to see how close you are to the situation and how many turns essentially you can make it there.
Is he right next to him or very far away?
Very far away.
Fucking bitch.
I know where York is. It is relaxing in the room and making more schematics.
Yes, but you don't know how close your room is to William's room, essentially.
Sure, as long
Apparently,
as
I'm
I roll,
like
I don't...
right
Why is
next to
everyone
him.
really far away all of a sudden?
Ah, dang it.
You just had to make it really far away, didn't you, Chris?
This is for Rachel. This is for Gianna. Nope.
You
And York doesn't give a shit.
fucking bitch, Yarek.
He's like,
If there's a reason why I want to kill your characters, this is why.
Yorick's like, huh, gunfire. They must be practicing. They'll call me if there's an attack.
You know, one day I'm going to fucking kill Yorick now. I swear
What
it.
happens if I roll 10? Because I rolled 10.
You rolled 10, you are the furthest away.
Yes, you are
Oh,
10
you
turns
I'm
away.
pretty sure he made it up
Good.
just because.
No,
I am 5 turns away.
I was saying it before you were rolling. You were, of course, happily rushing.
Yeah, he did actually was saying that. He was saying he was determining distance away.
Yes, based. How many? Yeah, well, like I was saying, how many turns away from the action you are?
You aren't helping Epic.
So essentially, you're in the crappy part of house where you keep all the assholes.
Also, haven't you realized yet that I'm not here to help anyone? I'm just
I
here to
know,
state
right?
facts. And or opinions. Both of these things. I state both of these things.
So it's looking bad for our hero. Join us next time to see if William will... No, okay, yeah. Okay, let's resolve this.
Okay. Maybe, eventually.
Okay, so the prince is coming
So I'm
at
trying
you.
to scramble away right now. Stand up at least.
As the prince is
Sure.
trying to grapple you.
Yes.
Not gonna use true faith.
But actually, I should probably dodge that, shouldn't I? Yeah.
You could try.
Let's hope he doesn't. Oh wait, no, that's not. He probably has like 5 or 6. He probably has 5 or 4 in dexterity. The question is, what does he have in brawl?
Ha. Yes, that's a good question, isn't it?
I hope you're not adding Brawl to his sheet right now.
No, he had Brawl the whole time, man.
I won't have to. Honestly, I don't need to add anything to this guy in order to kill you with him.
I will
I know,
completely
but
admit
still.
I vaguely remember the prince's stats when he opened them much long ago. When I watched this initially.
Like from the initial generation, the only thing I've added is one dot of occult, like just this session, and a thaumaturgy, and that's it.
So, I vaguely have an idea if I can somewhat remember his stat sheet.
Ah, yes, those
Behind the
wonderful elder discipline dots. See, you take a fistful of
Hey,
dots
at
and
least
you
you
toss
put it
them
on
randomly on his sheet. Oh, look, 6 landed in fortitude. Won't that suck for our players?
You know, it's times like these where I wish I wasn't there.
Okay, so you want... Okay, so... Actually, what would Philip do seeing the prince try to grapple?
I think he probably would avoid shooting right now.
Yeah, he's gonna back off towards the other end of the hallway because he would like to, well, support the prince, but he wouldn't like to die to his fangs. He's not...
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't really work for him. He's just... No.
He's just gonna guard the hallway, make sure he can't run. That sounds like a good idea. Have the prince handle everything else.
Well, I would say that hallway opens on both ends. Probably. Right?
Guard that
Well,
end
you
of the
can
hallway.
guard that end of the hallway. The prince can chase him, continue chasing him the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, Philip will move off. William, what are you doing?
Well, unless I want to spend another willpower point.
You do. You haven't left his presence.
Well, I don't have to if I'm just running away.
Then you can't use true faith if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I know, but I can't do that unless you're saying it's different now.
You should be able to because you succeeded on holding the book. It's just that it's probably not going to allow you to do much more than stand up.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you would be holding it up with him snarling at you and you slowly backing away.
Like,
Yeah. Let's try that.
Okay. So
No,
you-
but the one
oh
time.
shit!
One
Okay.
time.
Fuck now.
The one time.
Okay, so he can do his strength damage to you automatically.
Yay!
He can.
Okay, get fucked.
God damn, that's a lot of dice and strength.
Yeah, that kind of is.
And look, he didn't even use potence because he didn't want to waste the blood. Wait for next turn.
Has he buffed his strength? I'm pretty sure he isn't allowed to have that much strength normally.
Yeah, he is.
He's Generation 7, normal rules no longer apply.
Not only that, I highly suspect he has potence.
I mean, you know he has potence, I think, at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, if he has he probably has 2 points of potence. in that case.
I suspect 5
Yeah, I
points
suspect
of
way
potence
more.
personally. 5 points.
That
Maybe
much? Huh.
3, 4.
Oh,
3.
I'm missing probably 5. If he has 5 or 6 strength,
Okay,
that's,
just,
4 or 5 few points of potence.
Soak. Let's see if you get diablerized.
As I said, I vaguely remember his stat sheet. It's not good at all. And I'm not looking it up on anything, so, hey.
So, I'm in a grapple. Also, I need to roll. My god,
Soak, yes.
stamina.
Soak. How damaged are you at this point?
Too much.
So you take 1 more point of bashing.
Yeah, that's only. It's hard after all.
Actually, yeah, 1 more point, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
injured.
3.
Not
Halves that.
injured. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad.
Okay, so what would he do with you? Yeah, I think you are kind of fucked here. That one might just end up killing you.
Very well could. He's now being grappled and can't really present the book very well anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him do that anymore. You know, you could just pray to Odin. Maybe, just maybe, you could make it work. Actually, yes, the prince has spent a point of willpower, so maybe if you got an 8 or more, you could force him back. But failing that, he's gonna bite you.
He's also in frenzy, so +2 to dominate rolls and stuff.
I can't use dominate. He's too low generation.
Oh yeah, good point.
It's like, if I could, I totally would have earlier, but no, I can't.
Okay,
Yeah.
so would you like to try and break the grapple?
I don't see why I wouldn't, since I can't do anything unless I do.
You can try to either intone a prayer to Odin at a higher difficulty, or you can try to break the grapple. Whichever you think gives you the greater chance. Either way, I don't like your chances.
I'm going to roll at. So like, are you saying this is increase? What's the difficulty if I'm rolling through faith?
At least 8, possibly 9. And that's considering
Almost certainly 9 or 10 if he's trying to do something, and particularly with Odin's.
I'm turning a prayer.
Yeah, I mean, his faith is, you know...
It's only 1. He doesn't have that much, so...
Yeah. The prince has spent a point of willpower. I think a +2 difficulty to force him off now would be appropriate. So a 9.
So that would be a difficulty of 9 now.
Yeah. Or you could beat your strength plus brawl.
Odin smiles upon me. You know,
Oh, you know.
he's stepping back. Fuck you. Stepping back. You're stepping back, bitch.
Okay, you see the prince's skin briefly sizzle as he scrambles back a step. I will at this point let you add a second dot of true faith.
I guess.
To your sheet, because the fact that you're still alive is a fucking miracle and you deserve a reward.
On the other hand, I'm not sure you're going to enjoy it.
Oh god. You faith of two, bitch. I'm famous.
Odin smiles upon you. You never needed the book at all. The power was within you all the time.
That's probably true.
I can resist dominate now. Also, I can do that anyway. Well done.
You.
Yeah, I'm going to get extra XP if I survive. Talking about the important things, Niche. You're talking about the important things. Oh god. Oh god.
Okay.
God, there's tension in my goddamn voice right now.
Okay, the prince is gonna yell out something. And he's gonna try and come at you one more time.
Oh god.
Philip is gonna try and... Well, if the prince moves out of the way, he's gonna take a shot at your head, but he's not gonna risk hitting the prince.
Well...
Actually, he did just get a good shot, but where is he on the initiative?
You are... well, they're both essentially on the ground, scrambling away from each other, and he doesn't get a good angle.
Oh, he doesn't have... Okay, no good angle.
Okay.
Because the prince is, like... The way I see it, William's like flat up on the floor on his back, and the prince is just jumping back off of him, right? Like, just pushing himself away.
Alright. Well, I have bad news on this. You still need to get up.
Yes, I still need to get up. Okay. The Raven Lord protects me.
Okay.
Difficulty is the difficulty still increased?
No. Since you're not in a grapple...
7.
Yes.
You fucking bitch game! You fucking bitch game! You fucking bitch game! You fucking bitch game! Oh god.
So, I think the prince is killing him now. And
Okay.
has gotten tired of these games.
You are in a grapple. There's the strength die.
Yes! That does no damage!
And now
Okay.
you're back at difficulty 9 for the true faith.
Oh god. No, that's not 3 dice, but it's 2 dice. God, so shaky. Oh my god.
Yeah, the prince, incidentally, as he
Hey!
jumps
God.
at you, yells out,
Because at this point,
yeah,
Odin, give me strength.
the prince, incidentally, on the last turn, he yelled out run as he lands back again. He's gonna turn...
Actually, there's one thing here that I haven't pointed out, but probably should. He has to take a step back. He doesn't actually have to let go.
Yeah, no, it's the shock of the crap against his skin.
Okay.
And he's had enough of this crap. He's gonna go after Philip, hence why he yelled run to his child. Spending another point of willpower, incidentally, on it.
So, how many willpower points did you spend so far, dear?
A lot.
Um,
I may very well be at I may very well be very low.
So essentially, you're
Like,
out.
Pretty fucking low. Like low as fuck, so fucking low that you won't even believe.
Okay, so essentially, what you're saying is the prince decided to give this bullshit up and go after someone else just in time.
Yes, yes, he did.
Okay, good.
I stand there defiantly, as long as until he turns the corner, and then I'm running the fuck away.
You hear gunfire and growling from that corridor.
you actually might spend one more point because you're still in his presence when he's running
Oh
away.
no, I'm running the fuck away, so I'm not. I don't have to spend a point.
Yeah, he's just going for it, booking it. He's letting
No,
the...
I know that. I was saying in the turns it takes to actually get up and move, he might actually have to spend one more.
Yeah, no. He spent
Okay.
enough, I'm gonna be merciful. And he deserves to survive after that bullshit.
I'm not so sure about that, but sure. We'll go
I
with
mean,
it.
if he manages to talk his way out of this afterwards, then yes, he does.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if the prince manages to kill his child, shall we?
I hope not. Otherwise, it will complicate things very dramatically.
It may cause him to just want to kill you on principle.
It might. Spending a blood point for potence, of course, and then the fuck ton of strength on the one attack that actually landed. So that's 6 plus 2 plus 1 for the weapon, and... Okay, that's 7 total aggravated on Philip. That
Shit, Philip.
He's not dead yet.
Might as well be.
he has
Hello.
fortitude, so he might soak some of it. And he does.
And now he's
I think
massively
he's
mauled
five.
and moving very slow. Actually, you're both moving very slow now that I remember.
Alright, let's see if Philip would have managed to get any damage on the prince, shall we? I mean, we all know what kind of soak I gave this fucker because I expected sooner or later you would try to kill him. Yep, not a chance. It bounces off with a bing.
Yeah, it's fine, Nietzsche.
Yep.
You've seen the worst as of right now.
Well,
Now, yeah.
Nietzsche, I was gonna try and off you, but... You know, we can resolve the aftermath before that happens. Cause, believe it or not, Ryder was gonna try something.
Yep, I thought so. I thought he was telling the truth that he'll be out of his hair tomorrow.
Yeah. It's not like anyone thought he would actually do anything bad to Nietzsche, right? Right?
Okay. So, let's see if the... Okay, those first two were for the prince. I think with potence... Philip is dead. You're gonna need a new sheriff.
dead.
Yeah, he can't soak enough of that. He's boned. As you are running away... Oh, William, you hear a no behind you. So, what do you do once you recover your wits out in the surrounding grounds? Let
I
me...
didn't know about it anymore. That's sad. Anyway, I try to find a way. I try to find a way out of the place before someone tries to stalks me down and kills me.
Your brother is still in there.
Oh yeah, that's true. I have to get him out of there. I cannot leave my brother there.
I mean,
Let's hope the prince is preoccupied.
trying to glue the ashes of his child back together.
Yeah, let's hope that. Also, I think I'm guessing someone. Let's calm down now.
You're so fucking dead. You need to overthrow this fucker now if you want to survive.
You're not helping. You're not helping. I'm trying to calm down here.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, it was. I get quite emotionally invested in my characters as it happens.
Sometimes.
You know, apparently the prince is actually properly terrifying, like he should be.
The princess? Anyway, Epic, do you? I'm guessing you hear this screaming of no. Let's get the comes.
You know, that sounds like someone's having a good time, I suppose.
If you want to put it that way, I guess you can see that someone having a good time. In that case, being William. But yes, he's having a good time. Better than earlier, at least.
Ashmet whispers in the back of your mind. You know, that new guy, be careful with him. Oh, and incidentally, he's gonna go and get his brother, and I think he's gonna try and run. You can earn brownie points if you interfere.
That sounds good.
Oh. Can't wait. I have some very nice installs prepared for you in case I happen to notice you're infernal.
Unfortunately, I'm still healing, so brownie points can wait.
I know insults for you. There's some really good ones too. Anyway, so I go off searching for my brother,
Okay.
hoping that he's not, in fact, not dead, and he's still alive.
Okay, you
Confidence-
randomly run into Shannon.
Shannon.
Namely,
hello.
Bacon's character.
Yeah. Where's Bacon? Bacon? Bacon! I beckon you.
What?
You
I
run
into
in.
your character.
Yep. A very ripped up looking William is moving through the mansion.
Yes.
William, what happened?
The prince. I heard some screaming over from the prince. It seems like as if he. It seems as if something happened with the sheriff.
Can I use subterfuge to see if is that true?
But it's not subterfuge. It would be empathy, and I'm telling the
Yeah.
truth here.
Yeah, you can roll perception empathy to see if he's leaving something unsaid. Cause, yeah, that's a big omission, Jackalor.
Yes, it is. I do agree. I was simply stating that I'm not lying. Anyway, manipulation, subterfuge. Oh god. Okay, difficulty 6. Nope. I'm leaving something unsaid.
Yeah, he was involved with that somehow.
You going to press on it? Or are you going to check
Yeah.
out what the prince and the cherub was doing? Also, you may notice that that William seems incredibly stressed out at the moment.
Do you use dominate too? What I roll to?
What? Oh yeah, she's lower generation than me. Okay. Difficulty is too low to be taken into account. Roll
Okay.
all 3.
Dominate 2 allows you to implant a more complex command or series of commands. It's not a memory thing, it's more along like, go there, do that, bring me that. come back.
Or tell me what happened.
I mean, it can be very simple and have very profound effects, like being to a sheriff and say, next time we meet, hand me all the information you've gathered since this point, or something like that.
Yes, that
Yes,
too.
indeed.
I will ask for everything. I will say, tell me everything that happened.
So, we're going to roll that at difficulty
Yeah,
3.
what I roll is...
Difficulty 3, I'm pretty
Manipulation
Like,
leadership. Manipulation leadership for this.
Although I think the True Faith might add points to it. I don't remember. I
sure.
think it
No, it does not. It only gives me an ability to resist it if I spend willpower.
Difficulty, what?
3.
3.
Okay,
Oh no, he rolled 4 successes. Who'd have thought that would happen?
tell him everything.
Yes.
He knows all the
Apparently
things.
The prince decided to attack this guy because when he said that he wasn't Sabat.
Tell me more. Continue. Since the start.
And remember, you have to be fully truthful
Okay.
in every matter, because that's 4.
I'm telling them from my point of view. That's all I can say. Like, I'm telling. Okay, let's see here. So I woke up. The prince stood over me. I healed my wounds. The prince asked who I was, what I was doing in the city. Like, I showed him some stuff about my abilities, and he thaumaturgy, I think he called it. Yeah, that's what they call. Yeah. He got very angry. He called me a member of the Sabbat. I successfully persuaded him to not thinking into believing the fact that I'm not Sabbat, which would in this case, which would be true. Then he asked something about some Lord Cornelius, which I never heard about, and he got really angry when I couldn't answer him, and he started attacking me. Thanks to the protection of Odin, I successfully forced him into not following me and brutalizing me. And instead, he apparently the beast inside him, within him, apparently decided that he did indeed that I was taking it was taking too long, and he went after after the sheriff, and after some gunshots. After I heard some gunshots, I think I heard him. I think I heard the prince scream "No!" very loudly.
Alright. After listening to that, she looks at him and say freeze. With oh, that wasn't too good, but alright, that will do. And would she have a stake?
Probably not, since she's more into mind control than anything else. Like, she's more of a social character.
Lord, stand back.
Would she have any way
Also,
of
what's your roll?
restraining him?
What do I roll on the difficulty right now?
Roll at 6
That's
and we'll figure out if that works or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me, bitch?
He's trying to menace you with a book. He did say that he was able to do that. You're gonna have to nip that in the bud.
Yeah, what should be the way of restraining him? I don't know what to do.
Huh. Yeah, you're kind of boned on that with this character.
I think that I can beat him to that. I mean, I'm low generation, so I just buff my strength and to grapple him and just use my strength to constantly deal damage to him.
You know, that's surprisingly effective.
You know,
Considering
roll 1d10 plus 3 to see how much actual blood Shannon currently has.
I'll be right back. It's apparently time for some eating, and I'm not doing much
Really?
right now, so...
Who walks
Yeah.
around with 5 blood?
Be right back.
I walk around with lower than that, but whatever. Let's ignore that part.
You know, she hasn't had the opportunity to visit her, special bars of late, what with her feeding restriction, and she doesn't have a large body of mercenaries to draw on like the prince. Quite conveniently fit his requirements, strangely enough.
You know, if I was the prince, I'd totally draft my my personal force of security force to be of people I can actually consume as well as for blood. It's practical and it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Shannon, what are you doing?
Let me think. Oh, why I took the social character?
You know, it's almost like a meeting between kindred souls. We're both social characters. Who'd have thought?
Except he has
She
no
has
faith.
nothing of
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
that part. But don't care about that. That's nothing important.
You can try to reduce him to a quivering wreck with presence too,
Oh yeah, I have presents.
as an
Hey,
extended
all the
action.
45 that.
I forgot about it. I think she would use presents.
As an extended
Well,
action,
55.
right? If you acquire
Yeah.
5 successes with that, you can just reduce someone to a quivering wreck, in theory.
Yes, and as it happens, it's a difficulty 5 due to say, stats. Wits plus self-control. Not self-control. They're doing much harder. Wits plus courage.
Okay, blah blah blah.
So what do I roll for presents?
Charisma, intimidation.
Charisma, intimidation.
But you can,
No.
yeah, you can use it as a extended action. Niche, there's a thing I want to do with you. FYI. But no, he didn't die. He ran into Shannon, and the prince killed the sheriff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, really.
Philip's gone. You're gonna need a new sheriff now.
I want to be sheriff.
You're regent. Not a
Yeah, you
giant.
can't become sheriff. You can't be both primogen and sheriff.
Well,
What would be the difficulty?
5, like you said.
5.
Yeah, you need a total of 5 to completely subjugate
It's only
him.
one success as it happens.
Yes, but if he's using that as an extended action, he can just reduce you to a quivering wreck over an extended period.
So now
Well,
Shannon's
can I
trying to
use
kill
my
you.
true faith?
Yes.
During that period, how long will my will there how far? Let's try to talk here. Will my before that happens? Will my
Well, you can try again.
yes.
Like, once he gets
6.
above 3 successes, you're kind
Okay,
of
do you
boned.
have- You have 7 or less in willpower.
Yeah.
If you do, you must take 1 step back.
Alright, she takes 1 step back and continues to use presents.
And what if my if the command is over? When is the command over, by the way?
Well, your
This is
life
cool.
isn't being threatened, right?
She is trying to scare the fuck out of me.
But again, she's just trying to subdue you. Like,
Abject fear.
keep in mind, you would be moving slower because of your wounds anyway, so you probably couldn't run away from her even if you,
Barely, only barely. You know, while that's happening, I'm going to heal my one of my injuries.
In that case, you do need to make a stamina roll at difficulty 8. Well, stamina survival, because...
Yes, stamina survival. I'm well aware of this. I may or may not have given myself extra stats in that for this case.
You know, you're like the nicest character here in theory, in mortal terms, but at the same time, everyone is gonna view you like this fucked up little derp that's like constantly fucking up.
Nope,
Ah.
I botched. What the fuck is this shit?
Okay, in that case you lose the blood and you can heal for the rest of the combat.
Okay.
Okay, Shannon, you may continue with your thing.
Roll again. That is.
Nietzsche, at this point you can reach them if you wish. Because
Do I hear them?
You were heading in this direction anyway, you can easily run into them.
Oh,
You
man,
know,
I don't
considering,
wanna-
I think he would be
Oh,
running
fuck.
to them. Whatever. Hey, you failed.
Yeah, just as Shannon fails, Malik arrives on the scene.
Jeez.
I
gotta
you
go
see,
soon, too.
William. Okay, let me paint the scene for you. Can I do that?
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
Chris, do I get
yeah,
to paint-
yeah.
Okay, you in the room, like let's say it's somewhat of a lounge. You see Shannon standing there trying to intimidate William, who seems seems as if he is frozen in place, while he's intoning prayers to Odin.
Brandishing a book.
I would see that.
Yes, brandishing a book. A
Is it very
leather-bound
obvious
tome.
that it's like brandishing like you're fighting her off?
Yeah, you've seen True Fate before, you had the nun, you know.
Okay.
You at least would recognize it with your occult and your previous experiences, definitely you would know. So, what do?
Shannon, what's happening here?
He got trouble with the prince. He is trying to run. I was trying to subdue him for further
back.
investigation. The prince is currently frenzied and maybe the sheriff is dead.
Yeah, you have dominate level 3. You could just make her forget that this ever happened.
As well as the prince, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
You're fucked.
He doesn't
and
know.
he-
He won't know that she actually met him ever.
And she will say to Malik, oh, and he can use thaumaturgy.
I
It's not
wish
wouldn't
you
know
hadn't
that.
said that. Oh my god.
You wouldn't know that actually.
You did know that, though.
Well,
You-
I mean, like Shannon.
Well, I
would,
shot
but
myself in
Malik
the
would.
foot, so.
What did you do?
Well, I don't know. I didn't really have my gun out, but I rolled my firearms.
Who are you trying to shoot?
I was gonna shoot him.
Okay, William then. Okay, you shoot Shannon in the head with 3 successes, roll damage.
Thank
So,
you.
what? That's +2.
No,
Oh,
that's
not
plus.
roll damage.
That's +3. Cause headshot.
Yes.
Oops, sorry. So I'll just roll 3 more.
So while you're talking to William, he just steps up behind you and shoots you in the head casually. Roll soap.
Not casually. I did derp and fumbled it.
So,
Alright.
So, Epic, how are you
know
enjoying the
what
show
other
there?
thing is? The Tremere are planning on apparently planning on killing you.
It's great. I don't got popcorn, but I absolutely have pizza.
Fun
Pizza is
time.
better than popcorn. Doesn't get stuck between your teeth.
Alright, so the Tremere are scheming with the
Cative.
cative, so yeah, I think that I should subdue the regent with
You know, if this
someone to
fucker,
dominate.
if this fucker is actually able to use thaumaturgy, there's a good chance he's Tremere as well. They have spies throughout the
She doesn't
city.
know that yet.
No, she would know that thaumaturgy is just a Tremere thing. That's common knowledge.
No, I mean, like, she wouldn't know that I have thaumaturgy. I don't think the prince briefed her on that.
You just recounted the entire encounter along with the accusations
Oh yeah,
of
that's true. That's true. Yes, of course. Now I'm being stupid. Please ignore my stupidity, would you? It would make everyone's life easier.
Gianna, meanwhile, is visiting Yorick. Well, this derp is happening.
Okay, so she should use dominate on them and retreat and find some backup to fight them.
Okay, you can try and use dominate on the regent.
Yeah. And she learns that it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Well, you would roll and then you'd see what happens.
yeah. So make the roll.
She'd just say freeze for him.
What does
Which I think
Malik
what?
do? No. What does Malik do? Because he doesn't have to obey, but what does he do?
I stand here as if I'm frozen and look at her. And then I say, "It was an accident."
Hmm.
Do you believe the guy that just shot you in the back of the head?
No, she will retreat because she can take 2 people, even if
You have me
he's
frozen.
yet. But the other one has true fate, and if I try to use my
Would you know? Would she?
powers on him,
Oh yeah, I just told her. No shit. Yeah.
so she's trying to run. She will look for Kevin or the other people on the mansion that can fight.
So by that point, has the command worn off?
Yes, but
Prob-
Kevin is just arriving on scene, claws out, running towards the commotion. And Rachel
She-
is not far behind. The revolution begins here.
She says to Kevin,
Pretty
Kevin,
great. We just sparked an anarch revolt by killing the prince as well, somehow.
Oh,
she say Kevin
killing
subdue
friends,
the cative.
What the fuck is going on here? Rachel, meanwhile, just...
subdue the caitiff.
What the fuck? I would.
Rachel locks eyes with the cative and says freeze.
It does actually work in this case, considering generation and everything.
What is your generation?
Oh, I may or may not have spent some generation background.
Well, Rachel isn't exactly 13th gen either.
10th. Lower or X or
Okay, that works just fine then.
for whom?
Well, for Rachel, you are kind of fucked.
Oh yeah. So she told me to freeze.
Yes.
Why is it, I could spend a willpower point on this. No, I will not. Just saying. I'm not spending a willpower point on this.
So should I freeze Rachel too? I don't think I...
You could try, but that's a good way to get the blood sucked out of you and then to have a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
She saw
what
Rachel
does
just
this-
going after the cative, so maybe she's not on the plans of the
Oh, man, thank you,
demon
Lord
is
of
Tremere.
Vampires. Oh, it's plural.
You're talking
Uh,
over each other and I'm completely lost because I was just whispering to Epic. What's going on?
about
Oh,
to shoot him in
everything's
the
going
head.
down apparently.
Okay, so who's getting shot in the head? The
He is, 'cause I'm going to shoot him in the head.
Okay. Kevin at this point and Shannon are in the way, so difficulty 9.
Also, shall we roll? We should probably roll. We should probably be rolling
Alex,
initiative
you can-
now.
Malik, you should be able to get closer to him.
Um,
I changed my initiative.
can I get closer to him before I shoot?
like a couple of steps, not all the way. Enough to get, to get Shannon and Kevin out of line of sight.
So, like, where? Like, right here?
Like here or here, I would say.
It looks like I might
Yeah.
just survive.
Yeah.
You're frozen in place for like 3 or 4 turns anyway, so you're boned.
Yeah. I might be able to survive by making the situation not turn into shoot the cative.
No,
How are you
Malik's
going to do that
shooting.
while frozen?
Malik's shooting.
Also, Malik, roll your initiative first, will you?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Considering he's frozen and people are taking their time, we can treat this as a semi-initiative list.
Well, he would go before me anyway. So
You wouldn't have the last dice on that because you wouldn't be in point blank range and you would be rolling at 8. Because we're going to assume the lounge is bigger than the distances here implies.
Okay.
So. Yay, only need to soak 3 points of lethal.
Gianna seems to be listening to something. She says to you, "Hey, do you hear that? Is that gunfire?"
Nope, that's not working. I'm taking another 3
What,
points.
you hear
of lethal.
something?
Yeah, it's... Hey, did you hear that? I think that was a gun.
Well, I'm going on the floor.
Are you crippled? Or, sorry,
Yes.
incapacitated?
Well, no, I'm crippled, so I'm pretty sure that means I'm on the floor.
Not really. Just means you can barely move.
Yeah. The prince walks in at this point. You can see the faint traces of bloody tears on his cheeks. Glares down at William. You.
I can't do much. I'm crippled on the floor right now.
Regent. I
Yes.
have very strong suspicions about this piece of garbage being Tremere. Do you know anything about this?
He was accused of using thaumaturgy in the fight with Tobias.
Yes, well, that I'm well aware of.
I do not see the mark of the betrayer on him, though.
To be fair, we didn't see it on the other guy either.
Well, actually, you
No.
did see it on the
You
pass.
did, actually.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Malik did determine that this fucker was Tremere using the taste of blood because he got like all the successes.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot I did that.
So, what do, Malik?
So basically, you have a choice here. You can either throw him under the bus or throw yourself under the bus.
Or you could try to de-escalate the situation, so we don't. So maybe you can find out who the fuck this guy is.
How do you wish to try and de-escalate the situation?
Offer William up in pieces, like keep the prince happy. Okay, so what do you want today, my prince? Shall we take another bit off his legs, or do you want a finger or two?
I hope he would lose humanity on that.
When did I test his blood?
A while ago.
Like, when he was
yeah,
in
seconds
torpor, like, yeah, well, outside the fight,
Okay.
right, remember? After
Yeah.
you were done, when he was in torpor. Because he had used thaumaturgy. You were checking before the demon showed up.
Okay, I know what to tell him. I did test his blood, and he is Tremere, and
Legas! How is such a thing possible? My God! The crowd goes
I
ape
had
shit.
no idea he was here. And there's a suspicion, and it's very suspicious. He may have not even known he was Tremere.
That means he's
Fucker.
caitiff, which means he's useless. He dies.
I think
Which would mean-
Shannon would intervene and say, I dominated him. He really do not know who was Lord Cornelius, but still is very suspicious about him.
I can say I do not see the mark of the betrayer on him. And I would suspect that he is not bound to the council. So he is not officially Tremere. He is of our blood, but did not go through the proper rites.
As far as you know, fun fact is that he actually did, but you have no idea.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the point, though.
Yeah.
That means he's caitiff and just fair game.
If he's just caitiff, he wouldn't have went through the proper rites of initiation, or the rites, and he would not have taken the oath.
Even as just a kind of rogue Tremere that just didn't have a sire helped them out. Even that's possible. So that's still considered caitiff by Tremere.
You know, if only you knew my backstory.
I think it'd be pretty cool, I admit. Sadly, I think it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not going to last long.
You
Oh,
know,
okay.
the question is if he survives long enough for them to dig up records about him or not, because, yeah.
Hell, is that even possible? That's a real question at this point.
Anyway, shall we continue?
For my money, he's unsanctioned and knows thaumaturgy. He is dangerous, but I will leave it to your discretion. What would you like to be done?
Fucking bitch.
I have two
prince-
humanity.
The prince seems to be struggling with himself quite a bit. You can see greed and rage just battling across his features because he would really like to use someone with true faith as cannon fodder. But on the other hand, fuck this little shit. He's down
know
a
what?
sheriff because of it.
Just based on what I know of the prince, just based on it, I think he would just kill the person.
Then again, he
He's all about
does.
expedience.
Yes, but he does tend to give people one chance to be useful as opposed to dead.
They don't
He does do
usually cause him to kill his own sheriff with his own hands, though.
True, but that is to a large extent his own failure of self-control, because he has been provoked to this extent numerous times by various people in this group.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the one time he failed and it went very, very badly. So the question is, how honest do we think the prince is with himself? Oh.
Very honest with himself.
Yeah.
No, I could always try bind him and send him as a spy within the Tremere.
Yeah.
Don't think so. No. There's no way he would trust somebody with true faith like that.
Oh, with his nature, I think the prince would be very honest with himself. Cause yeah, the nature I've given him just, no, he's not a cunt deep down. He's really not, unfortunately. So he can't kill another player. Huh. Oh well. You hear is your Auspex active, Malik?
Not.
Okay.
I said earlier.
You feel Rachel's hand just brush against yours. Squeeze it tightly, and release it.
Yes, Rachel?
Oh, nothing. I wonder where Seth is. He said he would be somewhere nearby. She winks slightly. You can roll perception empathy if you don't realize what she's hinting at.
She wants to take down the whole thing, doesn't she?
It's more along the lines of, I'm ready to follow your lead, Regent.
Yeah. Sorry, I was talking to somebody. So what is that? What does that tell me?
That tells you that Rachel is ready to follow your lead, and, if you decide to go for it, she's pretty sure Seth is somewhere nearby. And Gianna's in the house. She might side with you.
To put it
Probably.
bluntly, if you wanted a chance to try and kill the prince, this is about as good as you're going to get.
Pretty much, and I think so. And the thing is I have to leave in like 5 minutes. Oh my goodness.
We'll have to end it eventually, too.
Riders is in the house. He would probably back his clan before he tried to kill you.
As I said, we have a lot of Tremere in here right now.
Yeah. There's even a guy with True Faith who might be able to, who probably would
Oh,
side.
I got so
side
much
with-
aggravated damage.
You also have the suit, right? You might survive.
So
I
much.
don't think you're convincing him with that.
Then again, well, honestly, I kind of want you to try, because then I could go for virtual TPK, because that aggravated bone dagger is a bad weapon to fight.
Yeah, I know that. May or may not have looked up those rituals.
Hey,
But,
now be quiet. No reason to spoil.
Yeah, I'm also kind of
that's
hoping he
wonderful.
tries, and I feel like, well, it's what Rachel would do. She would back her clan.
If this was the time to actually do it, guys, this is when we would do it. And the thing is this will kill us all. There's no way around it. I don't see how we will survive it.
You can try and set up a different takedown of the prince if he keeps trusting you later on.
That's gonna be really hard, though. This is actually the absolute.
See, everything has lined perfectly for this. The sheriff is dead.
Yes.
Keep that. in mind.
Sheriff is dead. All he has is a child right there. Maybe
Listen,
some
that-
ghouls
He's
around.
pretty
here.
new too.
Kevin, too.
Yeah, Kevin's kind of tough.
But
But
he's not here, is he? I don't think.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
right
Kevin's
next to
dead.
Shannon. Isn't he injured from earlier?
I would
Probably
assume that
heal up.
he... Okay, let me take a look at Kevin, see how fucked up he is. Where the fuck did I put him? Did I leave him deep buried in the gangrel file? Yes, I did. Okay, Kevin. How hurt is Kevin? He's actually mostly healed. He might not have a lot of blood in his system, but he's mostly healed.
Okay.
Then just remember to take down that 1 point for the claws.
Yeah, it's actually just kind of up to you. What is your goal here? Did you wish to take down the prince?
Do you?
I eventually wanted the prince down.
This is going to be more or less the best chance you're ever going to have to try that.
Oh gosh.
You have two ancillae with you, both of which have powerful magics of their own, of various kinds.
And one guy can keep probably keep the prince away from you two.
In theory.
Yes.
And another theory, if you manage to gang up and kill them one by one, you'll be in an amazing advantage.
So, yeah, Corey, I know we talked about there needing to be a new prince, and I totally agree, which is why we killed the previous one. But about your candidacy, I'm not sure that works for me. Is that how you want to play it? Because you can play it that way. I'm okay with that, and this we're
I hadn't
playing out.
decided. I hadn't decided.
You really need to decide.
We can actually leave it here for this session and pick up from here next week.
You know what? Sure.
Yeah, I think
Totally
that's
fine
perfect.
with that.
And we're probably gonna go for it, since this is probably the best ending we're gonna get.
Oh. So that means that I will lose another character. Really? I just lost you today. And
Well,
it's gonna-
actually, this actually opens up something for you, because next game you could actually play for us instead of Shannon.
or
Because
she
if you're
could
Shannon,
be-
you're going to be killing us.
You know, I will let you temporarily play either Rachel or Seth. If you want.
And we do have
If-
those other guys that are in the house.
Oh yes, those fuckers, that's right.
That's why I said it's
Yeah.
the best point we're going to have. We have
That's what I-
almost
that's
the
why I'm
entire
thinking this
clan in
way.
here.
You know,
That's
you're
why I'm
absolutely right. This is a damn good time to go for it, if you're gonna go for it at all.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. This is the perfect time. And imagine the brownie points calling the Lord and saying, "Hey, by the way, the prince is dead and Tobias is dead."
Oh, and the
the
Archbishop
city
is
on-
dead, the Sabbat are gone, the Camarilla is basically gone as well. It's ripe for the taking now.
Yeah, I've made Seth temporary regent while I proclaim myself prince. It's all gonna be cool. Send some reinforcements, will you?
I also am. I am from the 7th generation, so yeah.
You're 8th right now.
No, I'm Malik is.
Yes. Malik
I'm
is.
I
seventh.
don't want to
and yeah,
mention
you're-
that part.
Yeah, you might not want to mention the fact that you're an inhuman monster and diabolized really far down, but
The
whatever.
Lord
Guys, we're gonna
would
go for
actually
this, but I
love
think
it
we need
about the Lord and the Regency and everything. He would love all that.
I want to
Yeah.
make sure everybody wants to do this, though, if we do this.
What? Are you kidding me? York's not part of this.
I know you're all for it.
I'm all for it out of character. In character,
How dare you! You madman!
What about, what does Bacon think?
Go for it.
What does
I will lose my character, but
Jack Lord
it.
think?
If you can find a way that saves my ass without needing to kill the prince, without needing to fight the prince, I'm down with that. But if you don't, but other than that, I would definitely don't see it. But
I don't
personally,
see
an
you
option.
living past this session, or past this game. Like, this scene right here is where you die.
Probably, but
To be
I'll
blunt,
try
yeah.
my best to aid you in whatever way I can.
I don't think you have any allies right now at all in the city. And everyone
Dude,
thinks you're kind of...
Tremere?
Yeah.
Yeah, we really don't.
And even the Tremere don't like you right now, so...
Oh, but they'll like me a lot more when I kill the prince and report that we've destroyed the Sabbat, and it was all us.
It actually was.
You know,
It really
he...
was.
Every man
all us.
knows that it was you guys because Shannon just walk around for a while just spreading news.
Yeah. Yeah, we could say that Shannon spent a few hours at Elysium to letting people know what's going on. You
York
know?
gains another point of status. I am now actually
What about
at
Shannon being
Scylla
at-
status. Yay!
What about Shannon being
Wait,
at the...
wait. Yes, status,
Elysium.
status. Yes, second dot. Yes, you can have a second dot, that's fine.
As I said, Ancilla. I finally got Ancilla.
What level of status is Malik currently?
I thought 2.
Yes, then bring it up to 3.
He lost it, actually, for reasons.
Well, the third one I lost.
Well, the third one never came into being because that got retconned
Yeah.
by memory wipe. But now that you've taken out Tobias and apparently were involved in taking out their bishop, then you definitely have 3 on the edge of 4. I would say, because you just solved the city's problems, dude. You're a hero.
You know, Jack deserves the extra experience point. I said it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And he did survive. It's only fair. He survived this long.
But he's going to die next week.
Well, it
it's
doesn't really matter now, does it? It's next week we're talking about here.
Okay. Well, we'll see if Malik manages to survive to see what happens to the city after the prince is dead, won't we?
Dude, I'm not going to survive. I've got 3 points right here. Like, 3 points of aggravated, and I'm dead. Or I'm
Well,
incapacitated.
look at, you know what? If the prince botches and hits himself, he could probably kill himself.
It would be hard. He has an ungodly amount of fortitude.
You know, I have said the same thing.
Well, you didn't have an ungodly amount of fortitude. You were just relying on the hit itself.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm a lucky son of a bitch as opposed to you.
Yeah, that's true.
But we
Yeah,
have...
chance.
But we have Rachel, and she's pretty strong.
Well, in her own way, if she uses magic anyway.
Yeah, she can be good support.
Theft of Vita is pretty good, yeah.
I can probably dominate the prince, but he can lower his generation too.
I would
yeah.
say that his might still be lowered from before. Because it hasn't been that long. It's been a couple of minutes since then. In theory. If we're going with interpretation that lasts an hour.
Oh wait, did he lower his generation earlier?
Yes, when fighting William. Because he suspected that was a Sabbat or Tremere Elder spying in his
How long
city.
ago was that?
Like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes at most.
Okay, so it's still lower. After an hour, he can't lower it again.
Oh, what do you mean? After an hour, he can't lower it again. I mean,
You can only lower it once a night.
no. You can recast it as often as you need to, it just doesn't stack.
Yeah.
I think it's only once a night, but I might be
No.
wrong. I mean, I might be wrong on that.
Yeah, you're probably wrong on that because it's never been like that.
Double check, because I think I remember reading that. Now, it could have said something totally different.
Yeah, well,
I misread it.
Yeah, there doesn't say anything about time limit or anything besides, last is seen.
well, unless you spend successes on extending the duration instead of going down extra steps.
Okay, that's good to know.
You could match his generation, probably.
What was his generation? Did you roll it privately? I think he did.
Well, he proclaimed he is now Methuselah, so we know that out of character.
That's bad.
Oh yeah, he can just buff himself to high heaven if he needs to fight.
Oh, actually, I remember now. This one actually lets you either choose one step down in generation for that hour, or an extra hour of effect.
Yes, exactly.
I forgot the extra hour part.
Yeah, the prince can just go like, "Oh, you did not just pull a knife on me, bitch."
Guys, I think this, if we want to keep going with the game, then this is a bad decision. But if all of us are like, yeah, let's do this.
I'm just saying, it depends on what your goal is.
Either
Yes.
way,
Depends on
the
what your
power
goal is.
struggle in the city will have to be resolved before the game ends. It's a matter of which side you pick, and if you want to actually go against the prince as opposed to helping root out the traitors and potential traitors, you can certainly do that, and if that's the way you want to resolve things, then this is a damn good opportunity to take the fucker out.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go against him instead of siding with him. But it's your decision. You can, be on his side. Like right now, you could sell out Corey and win William's life that way, for example, as well.
You could do that, actually.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure he shuts up fast enough.
I was actually going to use that as leverage to kind of give myself more status, but... Or at least make myself more trustworthy.
I do feel a little saddened. Why is it so hard to get bloody status? Ugh. And it comes so easily to Malik over there.
Because he's in charge. Your triumphs look like his triumphs. I mean, he's in a visible position, socially speaking. Whereas a lot of what you do is behind the scenes. And Malik is in no hurry to advertise it.
Mm-hmm.
And Jian just doesn't give a fuck. She's more concerned
Yeah.
with raising her own status. I think she's
You
been
just
doing really well too. I mean, she has her
And see,
fingers
here's the
wrapped
thing.
around
Here's the
Malik
thing.
now.
In the fight, Gianna, I don't know what side she's actually going to fall on.
Yeah, I don't know either. Isn't it fun?
That's the real question, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a big
Where
question.
does she? It's more of like who does she think would be able to get most power out of?
Were you even able to hurt him, Jackalor, with your at all?
He was
Like,
just
with your-
holding him off.
Yeah.
Just holding-
When he was
also
being
only had a
gra-
single point.
Actually, in order to try and hurt him, he's 2-step bloodbound, isn't he?
yes, he is.
He
Yes,
had to
and
be
my life was
rolling
also
willpower.
tested, so.
He had to roll willpower to even try to hurt him.
My life was also being threatened by that point. So
It's up to you. Whatever.
I'm kind of falling on the side of not doing it, but
It's up to you.
if you can find a way to save my ass without doing it, I'm totally fine with that. I'm
Yeah.
more for that in that case, actually.
Again, it's up to you.
Yeah.
So what's your goals? What do you want to try and accomplish?
Yeah, you can be the prince's right-hand man at the end of this, just as Gehenna strikes, or you can try to set yourself up as ruler yourself, or you can be some other party's right-hand man, or try to be. It's up to you. You can try to go in any direction, and if you do it well enough, you may well succeed.
I do think that if we were successful, that I should at least get all the willpower.
Also, on a side note, do I get the willpower due to my do I gain willpower due to my my nature?
You haven't really advanced because of your religion so much as used it to survive. You've managed to
guess.
convince
To be
yourself that, well,
Which-
Odin
Which
is.
is why you got a point of true faith. You reinforce
Yes.
your own view.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's fair. Mostly just asking.
Yeah, but that was a point well earned. I mean, if when your fate protects you from a monster like that, you don't get another point, when are you gonna? Right?
Yeah.
To be fair, it also was because he was just very much exploiting his willpower points massively.
Oh, well, Odin clearly helps those who help themselves.
Yes. Personal sacrifice for knowledge is definitely a thing he does.
And how are you gonna gain knowledge if you're dead, right?
Yep.
All right. I think I'm actually going to try to do it, and the reason why is because I'm so busy lately. I probably won't be playing much, anyways. But well, how much experience did we get?
But
Okay.
we won't be spending it anyway.
I will let you, I think, spend experience. Well, how much do you have saved up? Well, other than
I
Shannon,
have
who
9
has
right
none.
now, but if you give us 3, it'll be 12.
I would let someone like Malik or Yorick at least spend theirs definitely, because you have had a chance to rest up and think at least for a couple hours about the crap that has been going on with your lives. Especially
I've been
since,
doing a lot of thinking.
yeah, especially since shit is about to go down if you decide to go for it. Okay, so experience. I don't think we had a major goal accomplished this time, other than making the Prince Gideon happy, and extremely sad as well. And for some people, I assume that might have been a goal, but yeah.
Doesn't count.
Okay, so lessons learned. What has Shannon learned?
Learned about antediluvians, all
Yeah.
technocracy, a lot actually.
She learned a lot about occult. She learned that Santa Claus is real.
Santa? Okay, Yorick, what has Yorick learned?
I will actually go ahead and say that Yorick did not actually learn anything particular this session.
Okay. Very well.
The only thing I could possibly go is that, oh, the prince is a little smarter than he thought he was. But,
Okay. Okay, so you thought the prince was a fucking idiot, right?
yes.
Okay, you
I
know...
wouldn't put it quite that far, but I would say that he was actually acted quite a bit smarter than he expected.
Okay, you know, I'll count that. That's fine.
Okay.
Malik, what has Malik learned?
Oh, I've been sitting here trying to think what I've learned. I've learned a lot.
You've learned that Gianna is a snake, but it's too late to back out now because you're fucked?
No, I didn't learn that.
Oh, Malik is still oblivious despite her. Oh, that's great. Because she's using Julio's death to bind you all the more closely to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Let's see. I don't want to make anything with her canon because it'll bite me in the butt later. But I will say that I learned that Ryder is very gullible. That is what I learned. I learned that the prince may have. You know what? One thought occurred to me earlier, and I'm not sure if it's true, but that he sent me to do this with the Sabbat, knowing that there would be failure, and thinking that would actually take him out. That was a thought that went through my head, but I don't know if that's really something I would want to say. I think Ryder is gullible. I think the prince. I I overestimated his distrust of the Sabbat, and also, I suppose, realized that maybe he made a mistake when he felt like he made a mistake whenever he decided he was going to attack or try to ally with the Sabbat. That's the stuff I learned. Just general crap. But Ryder's gullible.
Okay, so it looks to you like... okay, the Sabbat weren't as reasonable as the prince expected them to be.
Right.
Well,
I think he had a momentary lapse in judgment.
Well, he essentially... You ended up talking to Tobias, right? He's been fucking with you and you have been following all his plans. I mean, you went to the one guy who was the least likely to listen to you. Because he was the guy you knew about, right? You were just like, yeah, Tobias, let's talk to him. And he's like, oh, those fucking cunts. You know?
And then we brutalized him.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, I mean, it could have maybe worked, but that was the least likely guy to actually listen to you, honestly. I think your real chance of negotiating would have been through the La Sombra and Sile that you lost in the FBI facility.
I think another thing that just dawned on me is this is my only real chance at actual like power. And now conflicted as to whether or not I want to take it.
Do you want to take the chance, or do you want to pass it up forever?
As I said, this is actually really is the best chance we're probably ever going to get.
You know,
Yeah,
there
Marek
is
will
the
die.
fact that you're getting more and more status, and the prince is, you know, he trusted you. He sent you on the mission to negotiate with the Sabbat, which was pretty fucking critical.
Mm-hmm.
And he seemed happy with the way you handled it, which suggests that he might trust you even more now.
You could always try to call the Lord and see if he knows anything about this guy.
Yeah, Malik's
know,
like,
another thought
okay,
that came to
my
my mind.
prince. Malik's like, okay, my prince. Just give me a second. I need to decide if I'm gonna kill you. Beep beep beep. Yes, Lord Cornelius. Should I kill the prince? Well, he just stands there, jaw dropped, like, what the fuck? So, what has William learned?
Well, he learned that the prince apparently hates him for no good reason.
Yeah, they're just picking on you, those fuckers. Like they do
Yeah.
with all your characters, really.
Yeah. I don't know, but for some reason everyone seems to be very eager to kill my characters.
You know, you come across as a bit of an asshole sometimes with the way you communicate in character.
I understand you. For some reason, my characters died too.
Oh, come on, it's just bad luck. Who knew that the situation where the prince and all his children would end up dying would develop tonight? Just as you are taking over yet another character. After...
You know, I'm going to assume Shannon is probably one of the people that are going to die, kindred that are going to die next time.
Okay.
You know, she doesn't have to die. You know, people could actually be tortured and then bloodbound. That's just something.
You know, for some reason I doubt she'd be very happy with you.
Doesn't matter.
don't
She's
know.
bloodbound.
She doesn't have to be happy, she just has to obey.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's a great way to do shit.
To be fair, she will be very happy, though.
Well,
With her sire out of the way, she'll actually probably excel
anyway,
doing something else.
and
The
shall we
prince
continue?
says... Okay,
I mean,
so...
who knows? I could bloodbind her and put her in the prince's chair.
Nobody would accept her.
Yeah,
Not one person.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's right.
you
She
could
was just back.
maybe have done it with like you
No,
could
I just
maybe
thought
have done
about it.
with
I
the
realized
sheriff, but
weird.
No, even the sheriff usually isn't an applicable one, unless for some reason the sheriff was a particularly political person.
Like I'm saying, it would have been a chance, but it wasn't very likely with any.
I have a feeling that the prince was a sheriff at one point.
It's possible.
Just the way he handles things.
We hear he's a warlord more than anything, though.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so experience spread is 3 across the board, with the bonus point going to William.
Yay.
I think with Anan, with it being anonymous. So I'm gonna end the recording, and we can just discuss or whatever for a couple more minutes.